Here on Pippins pregame, as we get set for Game 3 of the series, Coach, you've even mentioned on Twitter yourself, but the defense of this team has definitely stepped up since the second half of the year. I know you guys have taken a big emphasis on that, but as a staff, what does this mean to see your team making adjustments and playing defense a little bit better recently?
Well, it's what good teams have to do to be successful. You have to play your best ball at the end of the season. We've worked extremely hard on some things that we needed to work on and build on and emphasize. And with this group, we have so many interchangeable parts that we've put guys in a lot of situations to be successful, and unfortunately the flip side of that is, there's a learning curve to that, and there's a molding process, and I think we're getting to a point now where guys are comfortable with their roles and they're clearly defined, and we're just able to play baseball.
And speaking of that defense, Freddy Smith made a great play at short yesterday. It's been kind of a team effort in that regard. But him on the offensive end, I know we continue to mention him, but an ability now to get comfortable in his position and try to impact your lineup, hitting in the heart of the lineup. I know he's not really a big power guy, but what have you thought of his work as a number 2-3 type of hitter for you guys?
Well, he's an all-star for us, man. Even though he's not going to the all-star game, I mean, like you said, he's hit in every part of the lineup. He's played everywhere. He's a switch hitter. He plays Gold Glove defense, and he's an extrovert. He's a leader. Even at 5'6", whatever he is, I don't know. I don't really care because he plays well above that, and we're just lucky to have him. He comes from a great program in Northridge, and second-year guy that is a big part of our success.
How comfortable are you guys, because last night you go with Connor Zwetch again in the ninth, to bring him in big innings and try to get you guys, whether it's a save or just a shutdown inning with his good stuff?
Yeah, he's good enough to throw in the ninth, up 5, hey, down 5, whatever the situation is. He's a big backbone of our bullpen and our stopper, and last night, it was his turn to do his job.
Tonight you're going with Jens Jensen, looking for the series sweep. Pitching, obviously, in this series has been very crucial for you guys, but with Jens, a guy who seems to kind of embrace that role here the second half of the season as a big-time starter for you. What's it the comfortability of you guys as a staff knowing that you're starting to get that rotation together as a group and having guys you can rely upon pretty much every day?
I don't think anybody in the rotation feels like they need to do anything more than the next guy. Maybe there's some internal motivation to, one up the next guy, but, I don't think anybody's trying to do too much. I think that, we use the term, blue collar and do your job and execute pitches, and, Jens has been able to do that, and we know what we're getting when he's got the baseball, and more importantly, his teammates do as well.